Hi, welcome to the Way Life Am. We're back.
It was all the synapses trying to fire in his head.
Right. We're talking about a misfire we just had, but it's okay. We have Reese Williams on the show today. Hello, Reese.
Hi.
Reese is from, well, you'll know her from Shockoe Sessions. That's where I know you from, but also you're on two podcasts. Mm-hmm. What's your other podcast called?
The partner one for Shockoe Sessions is This Room Sounds Great.
Right.
And then mine is Spying on Humanity.
Spying on Humanity.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to check out Spying on Humanity.
The format's very similar to this, just random bullshit.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I mean, each show has a topic, but the theme of the show itself, there is none.
I'm glad you think it's bullshit.
But it shows I've listened to your podcast.
Yeah, well, you know what? Accurate. I will say accurate. Usually, just get on here. I don't really have anything planned. But I was actually on your podcast. This Room Sounds Great.
Mm-hmm.
I was the very first.
You were, and such a good one.
I'm so happy to be the very first. I'm going to brag about that until the end of time.
That was a good one.
But on the show, you asked me a question. You said, what's a funny way you injured yourself? And you said that you would tell me.
Oh.
But you never did on the show.
There goes the blushing already.
Right. So I wanted to get redemption for that. I wanted you to tell your story.
Okay.
What's your funny way you injured yourself? The world wants to know.
You're like Barbara Walters in making people cry. You're making people blush.
Thanks.
I did not grow up with a garbage disposal. I've never really had them in homes I've been in. I mean, I know how they work. I'm familiar. You should turn them off before you start rooting around in there. I totally get it. I respect the garbage disposal. But my last apartment, I had the garbage disposal running, and I was using a wooden spoon to cram some things in it. They weren't quite going down on their own, and the wooden spoon got caught in the garbage disposal, and it sort of created a tornado, like whop, 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 and it popped out and smacked me upside the head, like on the side of the face.
Right.
And I was by myself, and I was just so startled. It's just like, where did that come from?
So that's your introduction to garbage disposal.
That's it. So I had a huge red mark and a bruise on my brow bone from a wooden spoon.
Then you tell people the story.
Well, I didn't tell anybody, and I didn't have.
Well, they'd ask you, right? You got a big welt on the side of your head. I assume this was back in the times when you can like go out and be seen by people.
I was not wearing a mask and sunglasses, yeah. And luckily I didn't have a significant other, so I didn't have to say like, I walked into a door.
I like wearing sunglasses with my mask now.
I like your female sunglasses, the women's sunglasses that you wear.
I got many compliments on those female sunglasses, actually.
You rocked them.
I usually think they're stupid, but now I think they're an actual look. Mm-hmm. I think I should always use them. What do you think of them, Mitch? Mitch thinks they're cool, but he'll just say they look cool because we both said they look cool.
Thumbs up.
It's like, whatever.
You were on the radio recently, too. A little birdie was telling me about how you did.
Oh, no. Did he say I did bad?
We run in so many of the same circles. No, apparently he called Carlos and just said, dude, thank you so much.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I left like I couldn't tell if he liked me or not.
No, he was so jazzed.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I told him I'd come back anytime. Shout out to freaking Mike on the mic with Mike. Mm-hmm. I was on his business show. Then thanks to Carlos for that.
What were you guys talking about? I haven't listened to the segment yet.
He asked me a lot about what he did a really good job of forming the questions to fit his show, which is business, how to make it in music and things like that. But I gave him I didn't give him like my off-air cynical approach to it, but I gave him my more on-air cynical approach to it.
One they wouldn't have to bleep out?
Well, I basically said that right now, like he asked a great question. He said, how do you make it in music now if you're starting from scratch? And I was like, dude, you pretty much already got to be established before COVID. There's no way to do it because I'm a firm believer, and a lot of people don't agree, in working from a local level and expanding outward. But right now, the only way to do it is to buy ads on Facebook.
Well, I wonder how many establishments and promoters and producers, I wonder how many acts are going to fall out of their heads in the last year. Even someone you had a great relationship with, if you don't see them on a regular basis, when they come back out and they're like, hey, I'm ready to reignite my career. And they're just like, I'm sorry, wait, who are you?
Or they're going to be swarmed by bigger acts. The smaller guys not going to be able to get any shows. I don't think I have anything to worry about, but hey, that's just me being cocky. So I'll probably be fine. I'll play the Camel again, whatever. I love them.
The Hoff.
I was actually thinking, the Hoff. I love the Hoff. I already played the Hoff, actually. I've been playing
I thought that's where I met you.
playing it low
That's where I
key.
saw you the first time. Was the singer-songwriter round.
What? Oh, that's right, dude. That's where he met me, or the first time he saw me. And we were just talking. Who else were we talking about? Justin Corey. That's where I met him. We were going to have him on next week.
What was his style? Who was he?
He hosted it, and
Okay.
he's from the Northerners.
Okay.
With
Because there was
his
another
sister?
guy that was singing funny songs. Like he sang them very serious, but
Oh,
the
Billy
lyric-
Bocce?
Maybe the lyrics were really funny. He was funny.
Billy Bocce, I did 2 writers rounds at the Hoff. Billy Bocce did the second one with me, the second one that I did with me. It was me, Billy Bocce, oh God, this country guy. No, was he on it? No.
The one I saw, the very first guy was a country guy with a keyboard. And then I don't know where you were in the lineup. And then there was another young lady who sang very heartfelt songs that were beautiful.
Was she country? Red
She
hair?
was not country. No, no. I think she was of Indian descent.
Okay, I've done a lot of those, so I don't know. But that's not the one. The first one I ever did was with Justin Golden, Tyler Meacham, and Natalie Tyre, who actually sang on The Terminal.
Yeah,
It was a
yeah.
stacked lineup,
Yeah.
big stack.
Have you done Orbital Music Park at all?
I've been there.
That one's fun. She's done a few songwriter rounds there as well.
Okay. No, well, we're not doing anything now. I know that. And but that was a collaboration with Red Amp Audio, and Justin
Yeah.
Corey was from there. But I just met a lot of people that day. That's crazy. Well, I didn't meet Mitch, but I just found out that Mitch was there, which was crazy. And if you were there, then that's the second. That's such an iconic little show. I had a good time.
It was a great night for me. I mean, I wound up making a great studio connection. I had been trying, I'm a voice actor as well, and so I'm always trying to make connections with studios. And there were a few that I was trying to get into for years here in Richmond. And one of them, and when you cold call email, they listen to your demo. They're like, thank you so much for your submission. Have a great life, blah, blah, blah. And I was at the Hoff that night, and this woman complimented my dress. And we just started chatting, and it turns out she owns one of the studios in town. And so we struck up a great friendship. So that was a great night for me, too.
I got to tell you.
See, it's not all about you.
I got to tell you a story off air that you just reminded me of.
Oh, you're
I
going to
can't.
leave?
I'm worried. I have such a great story, but I can't tell it on air because I don't know if the person's going to listen. But I met somebody really important in a really funny way.
And there's nothing you can omit and still tell the story?
No, especially now that I said
It would give it away.
No, I'll tell you later. But I do have a really good story to tell, and that is, as some people out there listening might know, and as Reese and Mitch are well aware of, I purchased a beautiful new Gibson J45 guitar. It was very expensive. We'll just say that. I only brag about how much it costs in small circles, not on. But
Worth every shilling.
it was. But I am having it engraved with my street lamp logo. The plate at the top of the. I don't know why I'm like indicating. You know exactly. I already told you about it. But what I didn't tell you was
God,
what
I've heard it all
happened with the
before.
engraver. So I was like, I'm gonna get this engraved. I don't know where to go. I tried to go to Things Remembered in the mall, but that they don't exist anymore. I was like, whatever, let's go. Let's get
It's not
it
like a
engraved.
Christmas ornament, Jonathan. It's a little more complicated than that.
Well, good thing they were not open. But I found this place. I won't name them. Okay.
Until they become a sponsor? Is that what you're waiting on?
No, you're gonna see why I won't name them when as the story progresses.
Okay.
So I get there, and it's just it's a building, and there's a wall with a buzzer on it.
Sounds legit.
It's not no door in sight. It's just a wall, and there's a sign that says "To be helped, push the buzzer."
Can you go around the wall or over the wall?
No, it's a wall. So everybody knows.
Just no door.
Everybody knows how effective walls are. But anyway, so
Just no door.
no door. So I hit the button. Someone comes out. Hey, what do you want? And I'm like, I want to get this little placard engraved or whatever. And this girl's like, she goes, I'll take it from here. She goes, so what do you want to have done? I was like, I want to have my lamp, engraved in it. She goes, okay, hold on a second. And she took it. She ran across the street and she got into a truck with a guy who was parked across the street. I swear, this is a true story. And she's like, you see them chatting in there, whatever. And she comes back and she hands it back to me. And she goes, we'll engrave it for $85. And I was like, $85? Shit. All right, fuck it. Let's do it.
What is this, black market engraving?
It was the craziest experience. So then I gave it to them and I left. So it had been a couple of days and they hadn't sent me the proof in the email, to say that we were going to work on it. So I gave them a call. And the person on the phone...
Did she take your information and get back in the car?
Yeah.
This is so bizarre.
So I called up there. The guy was clearly intoxicated when I called up there. He's like, hello? Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, you're the guy with the Gibson, right? Oh, yeah, cool. Oh, whatever. Just talking like... Was he going to engrave this thing, or whatever? He's like, yeah, we'll get to it. So I hang up the phone with him. He also went off on a tangent about this thing I need to watch on Netflix. But anyway,
did you add it to your queue?
No,
come on, it's important, Jonathan. You don't want to forget.
I forgot what he was talking about. But anyway, so I get an email. Let me just pull this email out, okay?
Be accurate, please.
I need to be accurate, and we could chop it up if it takes too long for me to find it. All right, anyway, so you may have been told that it gets gold inlaid. And clarify, we can't gold inlay this material. This is a vectorized version of the logo. He said you can get a bottle of acrylic paint, fill it, wipe it, repeat. After a few days, you could just paint it yourself, basically he's saying. He goes, it was the girl's second day, and she's learning as fast as she can. But that's not the kicker. So here you see he attached the first proof.
Okay.
But it's the title of the proof that really gets me.
Which is? Gibson
Asshole. All it's a capital ASSHOLE, right? So I responded.
Is that the name of the attachment or the subject line? Okay.
I guess he didn't know I would see the name of the file, Gibson Asshole. So I said...
Were you mean to her?
No, it wasn't me. I told you the story, right? Didn't sound mean.
So was she...
I said, it looks fine. Do it in white. Thanks for naming the file Gibson Asshole. I really appreciate that.
Did he ever reply?
Yeah.
Okay.
His excuse was... Okay, long story short, it doesn't matter. Long story short, I got that shit. I'm getting that shit engraved for free because I busted him calling me an asshole.
So let me get this straight. You had a very brief exchange with some squirrely woman who was running back and forth between a buzzer on a wall and a truck.
Yes.
And she had the nerve to say, yeah, this is for that asshole with the Gibson. So they named it the Gibson Asshole.
I don't know who, but it is clearly, it says capital G with the lowercase Ibsen. Capital asshole.
And you know when it's...
That's what it's called.
You know
Gibson.
when it's all caps, you're yelling. So it's the Gibson asshole.
Gibson asshole. No, wait, what did he say, actually? His excuse was brilliant.
Please tell me what it was. It was only her second day. Maybe she just forgets information between the truck and the wall. Maybe it just...
I'll just skip to where he said, the graphics guy is backed up for the next 10 days. A lot of my file names have had that recently. I hope you could find the humor in that. I think that you can. If you can't, I won't charge you. All right. I said, I can't. I don't think that's funny at all. No, I'm kidding. I actually told him, look, dude, just get it done and maybe I'll still pay you. I was nice about it. I don't give it. I'm an asshole. I wasn't an asshole to the guy, but
or the
Gibson
girl.
asshole. Actually, I just want you to look at it. I want you to see that this is real, and then we'll move on.
I mean, we all have internal client names for things. We all have.
Here's the email. If you look at the top of the screen.
All right, subject line. Oh, subject line is Gibson proof.
Yeah, but look at
and then yes, GibsonAsshole.pdf.
Gibson asshole. Yeah. I guess I'm a Gibson asshole.
Do you think they were trying to describe the location? Like, what is that place called? Is that called something hole on the guitar where it goes?
No, he clearly admitted fault in the email that they I guess they thought that I would just see the proof in the email. I wouldn't see that it was called Gibson asshole. Or maybe the guy's telling the truth that his vector guy called it that and he missed it when he sent it to me.
Yeah.
Because he was polite in the email.
You can't write it any better.
Yeah.
You can't write it any
better. So then
I
got some emails today from the vector guy. He called me sir.
Sir asshole.
Sir asshole.
Asshole, comma, sir. I once, I worked in a corporate environment a long time ago, and there was a woman in the office that I didn't like a lot. And whenever she would come through our area, I would text a friend in another area and say, Francis is coming through, blah, blah, blah. And I would totally blast her. Well, one day I composed this scathing email about her, and I accidentally sent it to her because I had her on the brain. And so she got up to her office and then promptly walked back down, and she's like, I didn't realize we had any tension between us. I didn't realize. And I was like, no. She wasn't a superior or anything, goodness, but I just had to say, how sometimes, you haven't had your coffee yet and you just feel a little off. And
it's amazing how people, say what they don't mean all the time in private. Mm-hmm. Because I guess it's cathartic in a way, or if that's the right word. And I'm notorious for using the wrong word.
Well,
what was the one I did on the live stream? I said ethereal.
But what did you mean?
I don't know, but you
know what ethereal
called me
means?
out live.
No.
Yeah, you said that's not the right word.
No, I did not.
Let's check the tape.
No. Oh my God. I hope I said it in a very joking way.
We're going to check the tape. We're actually going to roll that right now.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
It's like ethereal or something. Is that a word?
It is a word. I don't know that you used it correctly,
Probably
but it's
not,
a
right?
word.
It came from the sky. Is that what I meant? It's came from nowhere. I don't know where.
I think when you work in corporate environments, you sort of bond over disliking other things. Like corporate life sucks, it's a maze of cubicle stuff, and you just try to make your little 3 feet by 4 feet your own, and people are characters, and I think you just wind up bonding over disliking other things. It's petty, and it's not the most compassionate part of ourselves, but
I'm obsessed with knowing people's true feelings about me.
Really?
And yeah, because I always know people are like super polite to me and stuff. But I always wonder what percentage of them go home and or they after I leave the room, they're like, "What a fucking prick."
Well, I just told you what's his name said. He was totally stoked that Carlos sent you his way.
Yeah.
So now you know
but
that.
Maybe after I left, now I can confirm that I did leave a good impression there.
Yeah.
Rare. Very rare. Mm-hmm. Very rare. But I always think about that, like who is being fake and calculated, and then in their the privacy of their own home, talking to their spouse or whatever, they're like, "Wow, Jonathan Vaca is such a piece of shit."
Do you know I did a podcast episode with this fucknut tonight, and
oh, that's me. I was like, what? I was like, oh, you were on another podcast? I was about to ask a follow-up.
That'll be my report when I go home. I'm pretty socially polite, and if I do ever have to be clear and honest with someone, if someone calls me out, I'm pretty good at using diplomatic language, getting it across. Like, I might have had sand in my pants about that incident. So that's a polite way of saying, yeah, you piss me off. But I'll say I was walking sideways, meaning I was crabby. Like, I try really hard to be to bring some levity to tension. You
are most well known to me for your Shockoe Sessions hosting. You do every single one of those?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday you host Shockoe Sessions. How'd you get started on that?
I connected with the studio about 1.5 years ago. They have always done Shockoe Sessions, but they were a networking event where they would have a band play. It used to be a completely different sort of event.
I was made aware of the event a long time ago. I just never
was invited.
No. Well, that's actually funny that you say that. Usually you don't get invited to any gig. And Mike on the radio actually said it the best, is that you got to kill what you eat. Mm-hmm. And, but I explained to Mike, actually now I get invited to do things. I got invited to do the Shockoe session.
You did.
And that's the only reason why I did it. But most people have to kill what they eat. Oh my God. I'm just saying, listen, not everybody can be me out there. If you're listening and you aspire to be me one day, hey, I'm rooting for you. But the chances are very slim.
He's not for the faint of heart.
That
people.
You will get to this kind of level. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I digress.
I met with the powers that be, and we talked about adding a podcast component to those events, and then the pandemic hit. And so we knew we weren't going to be having those events anymore. So I thought, I guess we'll just pick back up when the pandemic's done.
And the timing was just right.
And then May, Carlos said, you know what? Screw it. We're just going to do a live streaming event we're going to have a band every week with no audience, and you're going to host it. And I was like, oh, that'll be fun. And then he's like, on camera, and I don't do on camera at all. I'm all audio. And I just said, oh, it's been nice. I appreciate the offer, but I'm going to have to go. And he's just like, Reese, this is just a chance to expand. You got to do it.
Carlos is very persuasive, that man.
I know. And I did it a few times. I think the only thing that saves me is I'm sitting down. There's no audience. I'm looking in an iPad, so I don't know how many people are actually watching. And I love it. Now I love it. I wouldn't do anything else on camera, but I love doing Shockoe Sessions.
Well, it's a fantastic layout. I had a really great time when I played it.
We're pros.
I thought we freaking melted, but freaking nobody really watched it in comparison to freaking, what was it? Last Real Circus just came and slayed.
He's a promoting machine, though.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I mean, I admire it. Mm-hmm. I admire it. I'm a little jelly.
How are you with the business side of what you do, though? I mean, that's always kind of the battle.
I'm a delegator.
Yeah, with artists, it's usually
there's two different types of people in the business world. There's delegators and doers.
There's flowers and gardeners.
Right, sure, but okay. So I got a guy that does production. I got a guy that does distribution.
Clearly, you've got an engraver.
I've got an engraver now. I don't know if I'm going back because he thinks I'm an asshole.
You have to see how the final product is, and then you can decide.
It better be good after everything they put me through. He seemed really apologetic. He was playing it off. It was an honest mistake. Everybody talks shit about everybody behind their back, especially me. They don't. No, I don't. Not me. I don't talk shit about people behind their back unless they talk shit about me behind my back. But I can never know for sure if they do. I can only base that off of the assumption that they do. So if I assume that they do, then in fact I will talk shit behind their back.
You don't want the facts though? You don't want to know if it's true?
Well, I ask for the facts and I never get them. I get ghosted by a text.
Do you think people are going to say, yeah, I was talking shit about you, Jonathan?
I text people all the time. Hey, were you talking shit about me? Nothing. The next day
Crickets.
I text them again. Hey, by the way, I'm just following up on that question. Were you talking shit about me? Nothing. Next day, hey, I'm just following up a third time to see.
My last text.
One of these days, I'm going to get screenshot and someone's going to take me down. Anyway.
Do you start trolling their social?
Oh, I F with people hard when they F with me. I'm a major retaliator. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not the first
shot. I don't
shot.
start shit, I finish it. Actually, I don't start shit, I prolong it. I never let it go until I get an apology or they die.
Do you let it legitimately stress you out, though, or do you like the fun of it?
I let it legitimately stress me out. Yeah, I get really stressed out about it.
They're not worth it. Hey, so I'm promoting.
This turned into a therapy session.
Tell me about your childhood, Jonathan.
My childhood was fucked up, man. I was a child.
I was going to tell you that I promoted your song Pain.
Really?
Yeah, I mentioned briefly that I was a guest on a podcast last night and I had to pitch a hypothetical remake of a famous movie, and I chose the movie Heathers. And I did something cool. Let's talk about me for a quick second.
Yeah. See, you need to take the mic from me.
That's right. Rather than just come up with my director choice and casting choice and whatever, I created a playlist, a soundtrack for this imaginary film, and it's on Spotify. And I included your track, Pain, on it for several reasons. One, because I think it's perfect for my vision of the film. And second, to promote local musicians. So
thanks.
It's on a Spotify playlist called Smack My Pitch Up, Heathers Reimagined. And you're on there.
Pain, huh?
Mm-hmm. Well,
I never even thought to promote that song. I just thought it was too short, and it was
beautiful.
like a prelude to the whole album.
It's just beautiful. Well, and my pitch for Heathers was just, of course, it was a dark movie anyway, but my reimagining.
Never seen it.
How old are you?
31.
Oh, okay.
What? You said that like
it came out in 89. So it might be.
I was born in 90. What? He was born in like 92 or some shit, right? 92? 92 for him. Brianna, though, she was alive. She's older than me. Can you believe that?
Ooh.
Yeah.
She's a cradle
I like
robber.
Older ladies.
She's a cradle. Mrs. Robinson, Cuckoo Cuckoo.
I'm not familiar with that reference.
You wouldn't. That movie came out in the 70s, so.
Yeah.
Let's just say I have a few years on you. But no, I'm promoting it
I
as...
really appreciate that. I've been trying to promote my record, but it seems like everybody only likes Catch Me If You Can.
No, and what's cool is, so the episode of the podcast that I recorded last night, it drops tomorrow, and the link to my playlist is going to be in this person's podcast feed, on their Facebook and everything. So I think more people will probably find it, which is cool.
That would be incredible.
Yeah.
I really appreciate
He's
that.
got a big following. He's kind of a big deal.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
All right,
He's actually really well known. So I'm really hoping that some people click on it.
I'm really hoping too.
Maybe you see some new plays.
I need something. I'm working every angle
You're
here.
still, what are you, over 2,000 at this point though? Weren't you talking about plays on Tarmac?
Oh, for the album? We
Yeah.
just crossed 5,000.
5,000.
5,300
What?
today.
Great.
Yeah, and 3,500 alone for Catch Me If You Can.
Don't cut the leather on that.
I'm sorry. I love X-Acto knives, and well, okay.
I got a 3-day suspension in grade school for cutting a bus seat with a knife.
I got suspended from, I went to Catholic private school as a child.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Well, okay, so we'll just let the world in on a little secret, okay? I was a rich kid. I'm sorry to admit it.
I'm looking at you differently now.
Yeah, my father was a very, very, very wealthy accountant. But I went to private school. I got suspended for saying my own last name.
Because it sounds like fuck?
Yep. And instead of my dad explaining to the principal, he beat me.
We do need to talk about our childhood.
Pretty messed up. Now, I'm telling you, I had a fucked up childhood. That's just the tip of the iceberg.
I got suspended for wearing a skirt that was too short. I think I
Okay.
was in ninth.
Well, now now if they try to do that, you call them a sexist.
Well-
then you get them canceled. You win.
I just couldn't afford new clothes. Honest to goodness. I mean, I was 13 or 14. I was still very innocent and very much, that was not my goal at all.
Yeah.
And they had me put my hands down, and I guess my hands were longer than my skirt or whatever it was. And they sent me to detention. And it was just because we hadn't bought me new clothes. Like I wasn't trying to be a hoochie mama or anything.
Yeah, adults are perverts. Kids are innocent and often assumed to be perverts by pervert adults. This is the circle of life. Nasequenya.
Classic projection.
That's right. Well, okay. So I was actually I got involved with Matthew Walsh, who I've been friends with for a while, and he's the one that actually sent me the flyer or the form to get on the show, and asked me. It was like, dude, you got to do this, and I was like, okay.
Oh, that's
cool.
right, because he worked with your sister and didn't realize it.
Oh yeah, Catherine. That's wild because
Yeah.
nobody knows I have a sister.
Oops.
We got to beep that out.
Do we get to go on Springer and do a DNA test?
No, she's cool. Whatever. We just, I don't know. We live two different lives. She still tells me to get a job.
Oh.
Yeah. Isn't that annoying?
No.
This goes out to anyone out there thinking that I, Jonathan Facca, have any intention on getting a job. I vow to you, I will never get another job again.
Have you ever had to have one?
Yes.
Okay.
I worked in the restaurant industry for the majority of my youth. I was 15 when I first started in restaurants because you were able to get papers at the time. And then worked till I was 27. I was a meat cutter for Texas Roadhouse.
Oh, that's
and
right.
stuff.
You mentioned that on the podcast. That's right.
Yeah,
That's
but it's
right.
not like I don't like Texas Roadhouse. I actually love Texas Roadhouse. I kind of want to go eat there. Oh man, free plug.
Do they have a
Justin,
Bloom-
you owe me money. You know who you are.
We're looking for sponsors.
Yeah, give me some money. No, I'm kidding. He wouldn't. But
All right, sorry. I totally
He might
interrupted
give
your
me a free steak if
diatribe.
I go back in there. Huh?
I
What?
interrupted your diatribe on not getting a job.
I've been interrupting you all day. This whole show is about me. Remember? I just was talking to Reese because I've been made aware that This basically the theme of this show is I have a guest on and I just talk about me and they're forced to listen to it to the point where they're like, "Can I go now?"
And we giggle and nod because we're guests, so we're like,
This is the perfect trap. It's amazing. It's the perfect way to trap people. They come in thinking that they're promoting themselves when really it's just a creepy way for me to feel like I have friends.
The old bait and switch.
Got it. Yeah, but I will never get another job again. And I'm doing fine. Especially when COVID lets up and I can play shows again. That shit's money in the bank. At least working in a restaurant, you'll make like maybe $400, $500 a week.
But if people see you have an expensive guitar, will they know that you need the money?
They'll know I'm passionate because if anybody in the world,
good answer.
You see someone with an expensive guitar, you know they're serious about their craft. They spent a lot of money on a guitar. I almost said how much I spent.
Couple months rent, we'll say.
Yeah, you spend a couple months rent on a guitar. Beautiful, love it. Then you must be serious. If you're playing a freaking Yamaha, you must be an open micer or very unfortunate. And I'm sorry. If you play a Yamaha out there, I'm sure you've got potential or something.
Bless your heart.
Bless your heart.
Do people ever tell you that you look like certain celebrities or a certain celebrity?
Yeah, Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, that's one I got too.
Yeah, I always get Vince Vaughn. I tell him he looks like Link from Zelda.
I haven't seen your face. I don't know.
He can show you if you want.
He is being very conscientious of the COVIDs. I applaud him.
Mitch Clem is a fantastic producer who actually knows Carlos. And yeah, you heard his work. He made my second album so much better than the first. Although the first one was just thrown together. I pretty much made the first one for free. Just by
Well, you want to put something in people's hands. I mean, I'm sure.
And putting it in people's hands, it costs freaking. I will say how much it costs to do this. You know how much it costs to make vinyl?
No.
$1,680.
For how many?
For 100. If you want to move up to 200, though, it goes up to like 1,900. So you might as well do that.
Yeah. You get a price break, is what they say.
But I am going to make a limited run of CDs. I'm going to sign a certain amount of copies.
Oh, that's
Make sure Mitch gets one for free. If I ever make a vinyl, we'll get Mitch one for free. Mitch gets it all.
He's going to hang it on the wall.
I gave him 2 of my shirts. Actually,
now, does that come with
black one?
Does that come with? Hey, you didn't bring me one to wear for your show.
Okay, I'll give you one. I have some in the garage.
I need to wear one on the show. Does that comes with a cover, like album artwork, or just the vinyl, or how does that work?
It comes with the vinyl, the insert.
Okay.
They're a great company, actually. Blue Sprocket. They have a great business model, and they've done some great work for my friends. And I don't think that the price is outlandish or out of the ballpark of what it should be.
I bet when they send you a proof, it's not going to be album cover asshole.
Album cover asshole for the proof. Oh my God. Dude, that is real.
I cannot believe.
Mitch was too far away to show him, but before you leave, Mitch, I will show you actual photo, the actual email. It says it right there.
Now,
it's an asshole.
That happens in the restaurant industry. I bartended very briefly. That's actually how I met Matthew and got the gig at Shockoe, was I bartended at Wild Ginger.
Oh, so he worked at Wild Ginger.
His mother did.
No, okay.
I worked with his mother.
Oh, gotcha. And my sister worked at Wild Ginger, I suppose.
Everyone's gone through there.
I don't know much about her.
But on the tabs, I was totally new to bartending. And so if I had a table of 8 people, you can put next to their seating, blue tie, green shirt. Like you're allowed to put defining, something about them so that you'll remember. But I imagine you could be tempted to put like smart ass or perv or
yeah. Well, I worked in the restaurant industry. Servers would put the name of the table like, bald jerk or whatever.
But does it print on the receipt? Sometimes it prints on the receipt.
So that would be the equivalent of what happened if they accidentally printed that on the receipt.
Yes.
It's basically what happened to me. While you were speaking, I just remembered you texted me before you came here asking if you could bring booze.
I know, I forgot.
Where's the
to
damn
grab
booze? I thought you were going to get drunk.
I know, I forgot to grab my beer.
I was going to vicariously enjoy the booze watching you.
How long you got until you go back off the wagon? Or is that on the wagon? Wait,
I'm going to jump back on the wagon, I would like to call it, probably. It's a great wagon to be on. I'm not... people out there, as you
I think it's off. I think you fall off when you drink. I think.
Fall off the wagon?
Yeah. Oh.
On the horse, off the wagon. I would say this. As people know, and they've been listening to the show progress, I've had some health problems. I was on blood pressure medicine, which caused all these problems, along with this drug called drug called Toradol. Don't drink alcohol with Toradol if you ever get prescribed to it. In fact, if you get prescribed to Toradol, don't take it. That and prednisone, don't take that.
I'm allergic to prednisone.
Oh, good.
I had what they call a manic episode.
Yeah, don't take that. Then, crazy. Especially you. But anyone out there, don't. But I came over to like record one last thing at Go West, and I decided I was going to get drunk there. But I was on this medicine, and I don't know. I remember spacing out on the couch, and like they were like snapping at me. I was like staring at the ceiling. I was fucked
What were you
up.
drinking?
It was just Miller Lite, but it was mixed with the drugs that I was on.
So just one of the lightest beers on the planet did that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I had like 4 or 5 talls. I just didn't stop, and nobody said, "Hey, man, maybe you should slow down."
Are you a big over imbiber?
Yeah.
Oh, you are. Okay.
Oh, I'm an overindulger. That's the place. That's the way to do it. If I'm enjoying something, you bet your ass I'm going to enjoy it 10 times over until I'm done enjoying it. I'll get sick of enjoying it, then come back and enjoy it 10 more times.
Balls to the wall.
Absolutely. I'm a freaking animal. But anyway.
He shits in a corner. He's got a bed of hay.
I would say that was a terrible mistake. The following night was like, I think this was right before Christmas. This was like December 22nd or something like that. The following morning I had to take Jonathan Brown, who sings backup for me.
Oh, he sounds so great.
Yeah, I drove him to get his wisdom teeth out. I was there to like support him and stuff. And then, I was at the studio that night while he was here sleeping on this couch right here, sleeping off the anesthesia. I was in the studio getting drunk. Came home, passed out, slept for 20 hours, woke up. Jonathan Brown left. He could drive after the time limit. He was limited because anesthesia, you're not supposed to drive. Also, I want to tell this. I don't know if I mentioned this story.
Hours?
No, sorry. I will tell you the exact hour.
You lost a day.
I lost half a day. But Jonathan, when he got out of anesthesia, was loopy, right? But we're in the car. We're at a traffic light, and this homeless person is standing there, and he pulls out his money clip, and he grabs like $200, maybe $300. And I was like, Jonathan, no. No, he rolls down the window and hands it to the homeless person. I was like, you got to be kidding me. And the homeless person's like, God bless you. I was like, yeah, fuck you, I yelled at the homeless person. I said, hope you buy I'm sorry. You know what? That was probably out of line. Because I told Jonathan Brown the next day, and he's like, yeah, I meant to do that.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. So
he was just being uber generous. He felt called to be uber generous.
He has a money clip, right? But this is a great term for that. He calls it emptying the clip. He's such a generous guy.
He knows it'll come back around.
Yeah. He talks about it all the time. Yeah, I emptied the clip on this one bitch with the shopping cart or whatever. Anyway, so
he's like a well, I guess not a Robin Hood.
You can refer to them as a bitch if you gave him $300.
No. Oh, that's so sweet.
Right, but so anyway,
Random acts of kindness.
Next day I woke up.
assaulted a homeless man.
I yelled like, what the fuck, or something like that. Like, I was blown away. I was like, I could use that money. I shook him like this. I was like, why didn't you give me the money?
If you want to help somebody.
Who knows what that person's going to do with that money? But anyway, I woke up the next day and I was driving and I was feeling these terrible palpitations. I was checking my pulse and my heart was skipping beats, and this had never happened to me before in my 31 years on this planet. So instead of going to my gig, because I was going to go play music for money, that's what I do. I went to Chippenham Hospital. Yeah. And I had to wait for like 3 hours. Yeah.
They didn't consider that important enough?
I told them, look, I need an EKG or something. They brought a nurse prac out. And ever since then, yeah, that was Christmas Eve. And on Christmas Eve, I stayed in the hospital all night. Ruined my Christmas.
You woke up on Christmas morning in the hospital?
Yes. So I was admitted again at Johnston Willis. Yeah, so they finally figured out basically what's going on. I went through all these tests. I told that story on the last podcast, so you can listen to that. people out there. I don't want to.
Exhibit A.
But now I'm on a drug called flecainide, and I'm off of the blood pressure medicine. The flecainide just stops me from having palpitations. It works.
And you're not supposed to drink on this either?
Well, I asked my doctor. He goes, "You can drink, man, shit," or something like that.
We like him.
Yeah, he's cool. He's like, "Dude, you can drink, whatever, fuck it." But I was like, I've made it a point since I've gone so far without drinking that I'm just gonna see how far I can go.
I was going to say, I saw your post, though. You were so clear about saying this isn't a permanent lifestyle.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was half me telling myself that so I can cope, and half like one quarter untrue and one quarter true. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I don't want to rule it out. Maybe I want to have a beer one day. I don't want the whole room to gasp if I crack a fucking beer. I know that.
You're going to have half of an IPA and be shit-faced at this point.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm also looking for. I'm banking on my tolerance being non-existent. I can't wait.
It happens. So I was drinking old fashions and whiskey sours every night for a while towards the end of the year last year. Just, hey, holidays are coming up, whatever. And I decided to just lay off in January, not like dry January, but I'm not drinking every single night. And now when I have myself a cocktail, I am a cheap date.
Well, I tell you what, we've run really long, but that's okay. Wait, it's been like an hour, right?
42 minutes.
Okay, we're going to wrap it up.
It just feels like forever.
Say,
Thank you for saying it feels like forever talking to me. I appreciate it.
Well, no. Well, time does not fly when I'm having fun, and it's just weird. But that's just how I am.
You need a segment called Jonathanisms.
Jonathanisms.
Time does not fly when I'm having fun.
Right.
Am I on the wagon or off the wagon?
Right.
Is this an ethereal show?
Jonathan Brown has all these quotes from me written in his phone.
Yes.
And one of them, like, let me try to think of a couple of them. I was in his car. We were on the way to New York, and I said, quote, "You mean to tell me I can't recline," unquote. So he wrote that down, and he kept that. I don't know why. Every time he reads it, he laughs out loud at that. But while we were playing one time, he was on the stage next to me, and we were playing, and it was like a break, and I went over to him. I was like, "You see that guy with the goatee over there, nodding his head?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "I can tell that he plays guitar because he nods whenever I do sweet shit." Okay, but Reese Williams, you are the host of Shockoe Sessions.
Shockoe Sessions Live.
You are the host of multiple podcasts. Mm-hmm. This Room Sounds Great. Mm-hmm. And
Spying on Humanity.
Spying on Humanity. These are both on Spotify, I assume.
Mm-hmm. And
You're
Apple.
a voice actor, radio host, extraordinaire.
I run my mouth for a living.
Yeah, very, very, very kind and polite. I'm very grateful for you and everything that you've helped me with. So we usually have like artists do a song, but you're not an artist, so
I can sing a little bit. It's not great, but
well, I think what we're gonna do is
why? Sure. Hey, I sing a mean these boots are made for walking, but I love that my hesitation caused your dimple came out so hard. You were just like, I think what we're gonna do.
yeah. I want to run.
You don't want me to read some of my poetry?
I'm going to do this a little bit differently. I'm going to end the show, and we're going to run one of the songs I played.
It really is all about you, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to run it from Shockoe Sessions because I want to promote Shockoe Sessions.
Yeah.
I also want to report. I want to promote my session so I can try to catch up to the Last Real Circus as much as I can.
Yeah. Dude,
I think it's a great show.
So I think
I had a great show. Why don't people want to see it?
You had a fantastic show. If you follow Last Real Circus,
they're great.
Then
I can't hate on them. They're amazing.
He posts all the time. So several times a day, there's an Instagram post, an Instagram story, a Facebook post.
Yeah.
A text blast goes out. So he's on it. So maybe
I used to blast people with text, but now everybody hates me, so I don't do that anymore.
block.
So, yeah. I'm going to run a song. I'm going to pick one from my Shockoe Sessions. You should tune into Shockoe Sessions every Tuesday night.
7:30.
And have your credit card ready.
Please.
To donate to these artists because we are all poor.
It's on the YouTubes.
Right. Reese Williams, thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah. Be sure to put in the description, and I wouldn't let her sing.
And I wouldn't let her sing. Oh, I swear I'll put it in there. So this is my tagline. It ends the show. It goes, this has been the way life am, and that is just the way that it am.
I don't wanna live in your monkey cage. I don't wanna live in your monkey cage. With your green plastic grass, my ruby red finger marks across the glass. Shake me in your glove, watch me tremble in fear. There's no sense in calling that no one can hear. Paint me in your bug like some twisted puppeteer. I don't wanna breathe under your design. I don't wanna breathe by your sick design. With your backhanded rules, rationed out portions of an obsolete tool. I don't wanna live in your monkey cage. I don't wanna live in your monkey cage. With your green plastic grass, my ruby red finger marks across the glass.